nothing good about living in Lagos. People getting cheated on, like, on their wedding night. Like, are we saying that love is rare in this country? Hey guys, this is Daniela here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. To those of you who have already subscribed, thank you so much for coming along with this journey with me. To those of you who are new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Definitely, I want you to follow this journey along with me. I want to see your comments. I want to hear any suggestions that you have for places to go. I really need your help on exploring Nigeria. So today, I am sipping all of the tea, talking to my friend Precious, and I'll let you introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are, girl.
My name is Precious, and I am a mental health advocate and also a co-founder of Conscious Soul Records, a record label that makes music for mental health and wellness. That's all about me today.
The best part about living in Africa is how versatile the people
How
are.
different we are here. How I get to experience different cultures. Because I've traveled all over Africa. I've traveled all over Nigeria. I can't say I've traveled all over Africa.
But what makes the versatility the best? Like, what about it?
Yeah, so I don't have any benchmark to compare it with. Do you understand?
Yes.
What am I comparing it to? Do you get? If for instance, I travel to other African countries, then I'll be like, okay, Nigeria is this, but when I went to Kenya, for instance, I experienced something else, but I really don't have any benchmark.
So what's the best part about living in Lagos?
I've never asked myself that question before.
Nothing good about living in Lagos?
No, I love the fact that, there's everything here.
Everything is
here. So when I lived in Abuja, I didn't find any bitches there.
Who?
There were no bitches. Like I couldn't go to the beach.
Oh, beaches.
Beaches. BEACHES. Daniela, take your mind out of the gutter.
What's the best thing about Nigerian men? So you may not have anything to compare it to, but you can tell me what you think is good about them, so that we can say we said something good about them.
When a Nigerian man loves you, he truly loves you. Like, you would know that he rocks your boat. Do you get? You'd know that he loves you because he would listen to you. I'm serious. Like, don't laugh. Don't laugh. What experience have you had? Tell me. What do you mean? Seriously.
I don't know.
Nigerian men are loving when they love you. Or when they know that they love you. They're really loving. They choose you.
How many of these men are in love?
Oh.
Are we saying that love is rare in this country?
There's love in Nigeria. There's love in Nigeria, but then there's a lot of other things that mask like love. And if you don't know what love is, you might mistake all of those things for love. So you first need to know what love means to you, so that you don't think that when someone gives you money, then they're in love with you. Because I can give you all the money in the world and still not be in love with you.
You can give someone the title of wife and still not love them. Here, I hear the craziest stories. Like people getting cheated on, like on their wedding night. Like, it's crazy. Like side chicks showing up at the wedding. So I feel like if the best part about Nigerian men is that when he loves you, he really loves you. But the outside expression of love is so tainted. How do you know when he really loves you? Like, I don't get it. Because he could even propose to you. He could marry you. He could have a family with you. He could do all of these things and then still not love you. Or maybe not love you the way in which you're talking about the love that makes it so great.
Right?
Yeah.
The way you want.
Or he could learn to love someone else. You can have multiple wives here. Is that not?
Is it possible that one woman would teach you how to love her and then another woman would not be able to show you how to love her. Do you think it's
But
possible?
is it possible to love multiple women the very same way? Like, because from my understanding of the principle of being able to have multiple wives is that you treat them equally, but can you cap your love so that it's spread like 33% here, 33% here, 33% here, and everybody's loved equally? Or is there somebody who you love the most, and then because society allows for you to not ever have to exhibit, I hate to make it sound like you're just not exhibiting self-control, because I mean, you're not loving every woman that you see, but it's still multiple women, so I don't understand it.
I, I think it's possible to love more than one person.
Equally.
Loving them equally, I can't tell, because love might mean something different to you and mean something different to me. So I'll use myself as an example, right? So I know I'm not very available. I'm usually not available emotionally. So if I met someone who wasn't available, I might think that the person was in love with me, but I'll be wrong. I know now that I'll be wrong. So another woman might want a lot more availability, and then if you showed her that you were available, she might feel like you're in love, right? Another woman might just want you to provide for her. Someone just wants someone who can just be the father of her children. So if you understand what love means to different women, and you're able to provide it for them, I think that you'll be able to love them differently. But then if the society now decides that this is the measure, this is how you show a woman love, provide for her, have sex with her, be there for her, do not cheat on her, then it would mean that you have to follow those standards that the society has set for you, because then that's what everyone understands as love, right? Then it will be impossible to love more than one woman.
Do African women believe that cheating isn't tied, or fidelity isn't tied to love?
We do. African women, we feel like once we're married to you, then you become ours and we become yours. But not for everyone, but the vast majority believes that, well, that's how it should be.
So then why do the men still cheat?
Because there are double standards in our society. The same society permits for Nigerians polygamy. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So if the society permits polygamy in the north and maybe some areas in the south, then it would mean that there will be a lot of men who don't see anything wrong with being polygamous, right? So if, for instance, you're a Christian and you don't practice polygamy, but your grandfather was polygamous, you already witnessed polygamy. So cheating would not mean, you won't feel like you're cheating when you're actually cheating. But your brain doesn't tell you that this is wrong because it was modeled to you, even though you yourself right now do not practice polygamy. I don't know if it makes sense.
I follow. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, are we saying that then the men don't value what the women say? Because it's one thing if the society lets you be polygamous, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But if you choose to love me, mm-hmm, and I'm communicating to you, that I don't believe in it, it will hurt me if you do it, and then you do it anyways, does that mean that you don't love me? Or that society controlled your definition and just society was stronger than my words? Or
No, so you've clearly communicated to me that polygamy is not something that works for you. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes.
If I was a man and you've told me that polygamy doesn't work for you, and I still go ahead to say that this is what works, we'll have problems because you're not listening to me. I don't feel like you're listening to me. And ultimately, it means that you're not showing me love.
So do we think that the reason that so many men in Nigeria are cheating is because their wives haven't told them or communicated to them that cheating would hurt them?
I don't think so.
So you think they know and they're just...
So here's the thing, right? This one, I'm not. I'm single. No, I'm not married. So I really, we really can't speak for people who are married. But if before we got married, we had a conversation that polygamy was off the table, and then after getting married, you talk about polygamy, that would be going back on what we both agreed, right? But if it was not a conversation we had, and then it's something that our culture permits, both of us, I mean, husband and wife, then you should expect it to happen.
Does the society have safeguards for the situation where we discussed it before we got married? I told you that I wasn't okay with it because I was told, and I'll put a little asterisk to say that I was told this in Ghana, so it may not be relevant here, but my first time meeting a Muslim was in Ghana, right?
Oh.
So then I learned that Muslim men can have 4 wives.
Yeah.
And in my very inquisitive nature, I'm like asking all of these questions because I don't understand. And one specific question that I asked is can the man take additional wives over the objection of the first wife? Or like, is her consent necessary? And I was told that he can take a wife over her objection. So she can say no, and he can still take her anyways.
That's not nice. That's not nice. Who does that? That's not love. Oh, well, so my opinions don't matter. You take as many wives as you want to.
Exactly. Now you see, that's my problem with the religion. Now, to those who practice it, and I think just like any other religion, people tend to cherry pick things that work for them, and the things that kind of don't work, they dismiss it. So I'm not saying that that doesn't happen across the board, but I am saying that that is one of my serious issues with the religion. And I haven't studied it enough, so there could be very rational explanations, but to me, it just sounds like the voice and opinion of women don't carry the same weight as a man. But from my experience of being here, I don't think that the voice and opinion of women carry the same weight as a man anyways. So I think society reflects exactly what I understand to be true.
Yeah, you're right.
So then how does a woman
correct.
navigate that?
By knowing what you want and then stamping your feet on the ground and saying, this is what I want. And hopefully you are able to know yourself enough to choose a man who has enough integrity to stick to what he says he's going to do. Yeah, because at the end of the day, people are deceptive. I'll tell you whatever it is that you want to hear, and then at the end of the day, I get married to you, and boom, I'm bringing another wife home. You don't have a say anyways. I'm married to you now, so it's either you stay or you go. And this happens very often in Nigeria,